Of the KwaZulu-Natal legislature, the province has now elected its new leadership. Thami Ntuli emerges as the Premier of the province after being nominated with the MK party's Inkosi Phathisizwe Chiliza. Ntuli received 41 votes and Chiliza garnered 39, and he joins us now via Zoom. Good morning, Premier. Welcome to the program, and thank you very much for your time. How do you feel waking up this morning with the reality and the gravity of your role becoming more real?
Well, good morning to yourself and to the viewers at home, in particular the people of KwaZulu-Natal. Well, as the Premier-elect, I'm looking forward to Tuesday, which is the 18th, tomorrow, wherein I will be sworn in, and then after that I will begin the journey, which is important for the people of KwaZulu-Natal, who are really looking forward to see some.
And as you say,
positively.
Sorry, we lost your signal there for just a moment, but I think we got the gist of what you were saying. We'll come back to what happens tomorrow, but let's go back to last week. And you were backed by the ANC, the DA and the NFP for that position, and now you'll work with a speaker from the ANC and a deputy speaker from the NFP. But you also won by a narrow margin, 41 votes against the MK's Inkosi Phathisizwe Chiliza with 39 votes. So given the high levels of political contestation in the province, how do you foresee working with your political opponents?
Well, we'll be working quite cordially with everyone, because if we all are for the agenda of serving the people of the province of KwaZulu-Natal, of improving the lives of the KwaZulu-Natal, because at the back of the mind of each and every MPL should be the problems that people are faced with, the complaints people have been complaining with, the issues of unemployment, the issues of crime, the issues of economy, issues of our infrastructure, which has been not working good for them. I think everyone who really came to the legislature on behalf of the people of KwaZulu-Natal will be putting forward the agenda that will be focused to what the people of KwaZulu-Natal expect government to deliver.
And we'll focus again on that particular point a little bit later on when we think about some of those municipalities that are in serious trouble this morning. But you're coming to this role and the political situation in KwaZulu-Natal not without its tensions. When you think of the first sitting affected by disputes around the counting of the votes, the MK saying a great injustice had been done to the people of the province in the election, for example, of a speaker. How would you as Premier manage these divisions?
You see, I'm not quite aware of any divisions so far, because a day after I was elected, Inkosi Chiliza called me, in fact, offering his support. To me, that was an important gesture, which showed leadership. And I'm of the view that everyone will be understanding that and making a call to everyone to understand that we're there to serve the people, and then we need to work together to ensure that we deliver to the people.
So you're convinced this morning that it's all systems go for the restoration of service delivery across the province and for the integrity of a stable government in KwaZulu-Natal?
That is the main focus, I think, though. The issues of what is it exactly that you'll be doing is a subject for another day. But the reason for having government is to ensure that government delivers to the people. And you see, I'm not a newcomer in the field of government. I've been there in local government for quite some time, which in fact helped with the understanding of what is it that people are faced with there on the ground. And then we'll be focusing straight to exactly what are the issues that urgently needs attention.
As you say, Mr. Ntuli, you have experience in Salga. You were the chair of Salga in the province. You were also the mayor of the King Cetshwayo district municipality. So you do come with that track record. But we also know in the theatre of coalitions, for example, how all of these worlds sort of mesh together. The MK had wanted to form a provincial government with the IFP, believing you were closer politically and ideologically. That advance obviously was spurned, and you've gone in a different direction. You're chatting to us this morning and saying messages of congratulations from your political opponents have already been there. So it seems as if the relationship is almost healed in a sense, and it's focused on doing the work of the province. Again, share with our viewers who have been really concerned, especially in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, about violence, about tensions spilling over into their communities and the putting on hold of service delivery, that all of this has been resolved. Just again, if you would like, offering you the opportunity to reiterate that message.
Our call is that we need to ensure that we have a safe province, a stable province, so that even the investors will be able to come to the province. That will ultimately open opportunities to the people who have been hopelessness because of the opportunities that were not there. I think for everyone who wants to see something changing in KwaZulu-Natal, will support stability and peace, and that is our call.
In accepting your victory, you said, I understand the mammoth task ahead owing to the challenges facing the province. Municipalities in certain parts of the metro are in danger. How and by when, Mr. Ntuli, are you expecting that those communities will see change and service delivery?
In fact, as soon after Tuesday, we will start to sit down and then have discussion to create understandings of where the problems are and where things are in terms of trying to attend or address the issues which are in different municipalities. And then after having the cabinet or the members of the executives, in fact, the MECs, I think then we'll begin a program that will ensure that we go straight to the issues that are affecting everyone, because we will do an analysis of each and every municipalities to understand the issues which are there, and then try to see how can we expedite the intervention to ensure that people are seeing some light at the end of the tunnel.
And that's sort of high level what you're sharing with us. And we'll talk about, who you might have in mind. Perhaps you let us see, a sneak peek into who those likely MECs are going to be. But this analysis you're talking about, this program of activities and action, people in the province have heard statements like that before from previous governments or promises from their political principles, that things would change. Talk to us practically. I know that you probably already have some ideas. Yes, you are going to consult with others and see what the consensus says in terms of how you move forward. But just take us into the detail of that, because this is a moment for detail and delivery rather than, in a sense, high-level political promises.
In fact, tomorrow, I would be presenting my inaugural speech, which will be unpacking each and every step we'll be taking going forward.
Okay, so just share with us a little bit what it's likely to look like, and what are some of the areas you in particular have identified as areas, that are critical and need immediate attention.
We're in agreement with all the partners that we're working with, or the parties that we're working with, that the agenda is the agenda of service delivery, is the agenda of addressing all the aspects that are affecting the people as a matter of priority. We're all in agreement that the issue of job opportunities is something that really bothers all of us. And I've already mentioned that when the province is stable, and there is assurance of security in the province, and there is infrastructure investment, that in fact will be able to attract the investors. Hence, there is a lot, it's a bigger thing, in fact, which I cannot simply just pick one, but we understand the fate of our people in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, and we are going to be practical. You see, if you have been following my track record in local government, you'll understand what I mean. when I say I will present tomorrow the plans, and then there will be other sessions wherein more or broader plans, because I don't want to pick and choose and randomly and only to find that I'm not actually being practical. We need to be practical, hence a thorough plan will be presented tomorrow. We understand the task ahead, we understand the challenges, and we are equal to the task. Will be inspiring confidence, new hope to the people of KwaZulu-Natal, the manner in which we'll be conducting ourselves in ensuring that we change things for the good or for the better, so that people will at least have a new hope.
You're promising a stable government in the province, and I believe that you have shared in the beginning how you plan to deliver it. But as you have just said, you also expected to announce a provincial cabinet by tomorrow. How's that shaping up? And I know that you're reluctant to let us, know some of the attributes of what your address is going to be like tomorrow. So I guess we are going to wait for that. I'm hopeful you will share some names, perhaps, or some individuals that we're likely to see on that provincial cabinet.
Absolutely. Tomorrow, apart from the inaugural presentation, I will be also announcing the member of the executives, and they will also be sworn in immediately after that tomorrow.
Any names that we are likely to see in the formation of that cabinet?
No. You see, as you understand that we are working with different political parties here in our operation, then consultation is still going on. If the consultation was concluded, I was going to, but then there will be no need also to announce tomorrow when I've already announced today.
So I'm glad you're having a little chuckle because I think you're going to need, someone said, one of the requirements of senior positions like these is a healthy sense of humor when you're dealing, when you're dealing with crisis and you're dealing with communities that have for a long time gone without services. What are some of the things you expect to keep you up at night, or what most excites you about the role ahead? Maybe you can just share one of each.
Well, what excites me is to hear people saying thank you when good things have been done, when significant thing has been done, especially for those who are the most vulnerable, the most disadvantaged. That, in fact, on its own, it really creates a sense of happiness.
And what are you most worried about?
Yeah.
You're still a person, and these senior roles, we often, it's all about KPIs, and yes, those are important because, we're in a situation in the province where much is expected of a new political leadership, especially in this dispensation. So, you're human. Just, be human with us for a moment. Yeah,
you see, I know at times that when you are given a role to play, at times people will expect you to deliver overnight. The pressure from the expectations, the reception one has been receiving, people really looking forward to what one will be contributing at this level of government. Since I've been a mayor of Nkandla for 9 years and then went to King Petwayo, and for the roads, got some expectations to the people, then I think is that only one element that people will have to understand that we need to take time to do things correctly and to do things thorough, things that will be.
All right, we'll leave it there with the Premier-elect of KwaZulu-Natal. This is Mr. Thami Ntuli. All right, we'll go straight then to our top stories at this hour.